Safety on campus is always a top priority.
Find out what MATC is doing to keep students feeling safe. MATC's Teritsa Grumtova has the story.
1967, public safety has been an important part of MATC. They've been preventing violence and keeping the students safe.
Yes, I feel pretty safe walking through the downtown area of Milwaukee Area Technical College. The public safety officers do bring a level of security.
We have over 300 cameras throughout the district, so that's at all 4 campuses at MATC. They're all monitored at our central dispatch station.
I was a student here about probably 5 years ago. I was actually attacked right outside the security office for the school, and the guy tried dragging me into the parking structure. I talked him into leaving me alone and went and reported it to him, had him meet me an hour later, and they did arrest him. So it is a good thing that they've got the cameras here now.
The law says that all colleges and universities are required to publish their annual security report.
MATC really has a lower number than MSOE or UWM or Marquette. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that we don't have dorms, so that's going to bring our numbers down quite a bit as well. But it's out there. The statistics are out there for you to review and to really make an informed decision about where you want to go to school.
Public safety operates on campus 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if you have any concerns or questions, they're located in room M274. And this is Teresa for MATC Reports.
Night classes are popular at UWM, but along with that comes a walk home in the dark.
PantherVision's Mike Holloway shares some simple things you can do to help get to and from class safely.
Walk home or to their cars from campus late every night. But for some students, walking is no longer a chance they want to take.
I don't anymore. If I'm coming home from work, I call Lyft or get a ride.
While the university takes careful measures to ensure students' safety, many students don't live on or next to campus.
Headphones in, walking along 2 blocks away from my house, and some guy runs up behind me, tries to grab my purse and my phone. He grabs a hold of my phone, didn't get my purse though.
Wearing headphones might make that long walk bearable, but it could make students an easy target.
People who are criminals are predatory, and so there is an element of predators who look for people or situations where there is a greater degree of vulnerability.
Students may think they are safe just by purchasing a self-defense aid like pepper spray, but simply having it might not be enough.
In order for them to really be effective, there is a special training that somebody really ought to have.
Special training is something offered through several departments in the university.
Self-defense and that level of self-confidence that also is a part of it is really something that we nurture and grow over time, and that we need to keep exercising in order for it to be at its best.
The sports and rec classes offer an opportunity for students to fully develop these skills over the course of a semester. I'm Mike Holloway for PantherVision.
5 self-defense courses are scheduled for the spring semester. The 1-credit classes are open to all students. Meanwhile, BOSS offers rides around campus every day from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Enrollment at UW system is holding steady. Preliminary data shows there is a slight decline in undergraduate students, but an increase in graduate students. UW system president Ray Cross says there is a results are strong despite the declining numbers of high school graduates and economic factors. He also says that UW institutions are working harder and more creatively to recruit and retain students of all ages. UWM Housing is also working to retain students.
And this year it worked too well. PantherVision's Sheree Dixon explains.
As the year progresses, many students are worried about passing their classes, while others are concerned about where they're going to live next semester. University housing has reached its capacity limit for the school year, and some may think it is because of the first-year residency policy.
But I think it should be more of a decision.
However, according to Matt Krause, Assistant Director of Resident Life for University Housing, the first-year policy may not be the main problem.
So realistically, the reason why we have overcrowding is less about the first-year cohort and more about the fact that we have more upperclassmen and transfers that have chosen to live in university housing.
University Housing Administration is making it their top priority to get the issue under control.
We have done some extreme things, including consolidation, to be able to not only help the male students that are in overflow housing now, but also get to some of our male students on the wait list.
Alex was one of those male students on the waiting list.
It took them a couple months because I got notified about the wait list in August, and then they finally told me about everything like in September, stuff like that. So it took them about a month or two.
Administration is working to have more rooms available soon. In Milwaukee, I'm Sheree Dixon for PantherVision.
University Housing is rearranging current room assignments to open suites for those on the wait list. Residents requested to move for consolidation purposes are credited $500.
Big honors for UW-Madison physicist. He's just one of 10 recipients of this year's American Ingenuity Award. Professor Francis Hausen is being recognized for his work on a particle detecting telescope in the South Pole. Known as IceCube, is billed as the biggest telescope in the world. More than 275 physicists and engineers have contributed to the project. Maggie Westoff joins us with a look at our weather.
Hey, how are you guys doing today?
Doing great, Maggie. How are you?
Good. Did you enjoy the nice weather this past weekend?
Oh, absolutely.
I did.
The perfect fall weekend. Unfortunately, that weather is not going to last. So we have cooler weather moving in starting on Tuesday with below average temperatures for this time of the year, with a first frost coming in by Saturday. The current conditions are mostly cloudy but warm, with a current temperature of 55 degrees and a dew point of 51 and a barometric pressure of 29.7. And later today, thunderstorms are likely with a low of 52 and the 20% chance of rain. Let's take a look at the state temperatures. The low temperatures are in Rylander, it's going to be only 42 degrees, Eau Claire 42, with a little bit warmer moving down south, 48 in Madison and in Green Bay, and 52 degrees in Milwaukee. The high temperature today are the warmest down in Milwaukee, and it gets cooler as we move north with 68 in Madison and only 52 up in Rylander. Let's look at the forecast. Tonight there will be scattered thunderstorms around 8 p.m., so remember to bring your umbrellas, with a low of 53 and winds coming at around 10 miles an hour. And tomorrow it will be a little bit cooler with a 20% chance of rain. And on Wednesday it will be a high of 52 and a low of 40 with 12-mile-an-hour wind. And the extended forecast on Thursday, it's looking like it will be cloudy with a 52-degree high. And on Friday, which is Halloween, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 44. On Saturday, it will be sunny and 42, and Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 49. It's going to be pretty chilly.
It sounds like it. I'm going to bundle up for Halloween.
Yeah, we have to bust out hot chocolate and cider.
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good.
At least one basketball team is in town, isn't happy with their facilities. UWM has secured naming rights to the former U.S. Cellular Arena. But as the Milwaukee Bucks continue to look for a new home, there may be a turf war on the horizon. PantherVision's Lori Bell has the latest.
The signs are up. UWM's basketball team now has an arena to call its own. Guard Akeem Springs couldn't be happier.
It's a big thing to have our gym, just a place that we can call home.
After bouncing between the cramped Clutchy Center and the U.S. Cellular Arena, Springs says the team finally has a place to be proud of.
Actually, when they put the sign up on the side, I went down to take a picture, and I saw a few people walking by. They're like, oh, does a hockey team play there? I'm like, no, it's a basketball gym. We just got the name right, so it was pretty cool.
School leaders are equally thrilled.
Really exciting for the basketball program, our athletic department. Students right now identify, I think, more than ever with that being kind of our entertainment hub or home.
Vice-Chancellor Michael Walaberte says the university jumped at the chance to buy the arena's naming rights, which reportedly cost $3.4 million to be paid over a decade.
For it to be known at least for the next 10 years as the UWM Panther Arena is really important.
Apparently not important to everybody. A local architect recently proposed building a new multi-purpose stadium for the Milwaukee Bucks where the Panther Arena currently stands. It would strip Springs and teammates of a place to play.
It's great just to have that gym, so it would definitely hurt me if they tore that down, because I mean, like I said, it's home.
If the proposal goes ahead, a new arena will be built over 4 city blocks, demolishing the Bradley Center, the UW Milwaukee Panther Arena, and the Milwaukee Theater.
If we didn't have an opportunity to play in a facility of the size of Panther Arena, that would be negatively impactful to our program.
Even if the future stadium could accommodate UWM, Springs and the university would rather keep their new home.
I like to say, no, this is our gym. You play, I play over there, but this is ours, you know? So, I mean, it'll hurt me a little bit. I really don't want to share it.
In Milwaukee, I'm Laurie Bell for PantherVision.
What happens when you take someone born on a trampoline and throw them in the water?
And how can you get a different taste of a different culture on campus?
We'll have all those answers and more when PantherVision returns.
This is where powerful ideas lead to proven results. This is where you belong.
You ready again?
Let's go do this.
At MATC, we award lots of degrees, but not everyone makes it to our big ceremony.
Samantha, I own lamb.
Thanks to the hands-on training they receive from industry experts, many of our grads are already hard at work. But that's okay. They end up with something even more rewarding than a diploma. A career. MATC. Redefine smart.
Our fugitive has been on the run for 90 minutes. Average foot speed over uneven terrain, barring any injuries, is 4 miles per hour. What I need from each and every one of you is a full target search of every gas station, residence, warehouse, farmhouse, hen house, outhouse, and doghouse in that area. Your fugitive has just cashed in his 401k plan, and all he had to do was roll it over.
Learn about rollovers and protecting your financial future, and choose to save.
You can't mess with the big dog.
The men's soccer team is in the midst of an intense playoff race.
Maurice Childs joins us now with sports. Maurice?
Of the last playoff spot following their 1-1 tie against Valpo over the weekend. The Crusaders struck first in the 34th minute, but Panther senior Laurie Bell tied things up in the 67th minute. UWM now heads to Detroit for its regular season final against the Titans. They play on November 7th. A member of the men's soccer team is a finalist for the NCAA Senior Class Award. Laurie Bell is one of 20 men's and women's soccer student athletes in the running for the award. The winners will be announced in December during the College Cup Championships. The winner will be chosen by media, coaches, and fans. You can go to www.seniorclassaward.com to cast your vote through November 24th. In women's soccer, the team's final home game of the year ended in a 0-0 tie against Oakland last Saturday. That was followed with a 1-0 loss to league-leading Valparaiso on Wednesday. UWM now falls to 8th in the Horizon League standings. Up next for the Lady Panthers is the Detroit Titans on Halloween. The game will be played in the Motor City. The women's volleyball team is in the middle of a hectic road trip. The team opened up the second half of the season this past weekend at Valpo at UIC. The Panthers beat Valpo 3-1 on Friday. On Saturday, they beat UIC in straight sets. Last Saturday, the team gave up its first home loss of the season to Oakland University. The loss snaps the Panthers' 11-game home winning streak dating back to last season. UWM started strong by winning the first set, only to drop the next three. Junior Kayla Price had a season's best 55 assists. Sophomore Mayana Ruiz led the team with 16 digs and 14 kills. The Panthers' lead record is now 7-2. Both the men's and women's swim teams were in Brown Deer this weekend for the Wisconsin Invite. The women's team shined bright, winning 12 events in the competition. Freshman Sarah Bentley led the way, winning both the 200 individual medley as well as the 100 butterfly. In men's swimming, the Panthers won 7 events, including 2 by sophomore Max Ward. In diving, senior KJ Heger swept both boards for the 3rd straight week to start the season. Next up for both teams is the home meet against conference foe Wright State this coming Friday from the Kloshky Center. Speaking of Heger, he has been on a tear this year. For the 2nd straight week, he was named Horizon League Diver of the Week. PantherVision's Cole Stevenson explains why family history plays a factor in his success.
One of UWM's top athletes is training. He doesn't size up with your average Division I athlete, but when he's standing 33 feet above the water, you're kind of forced to look up. Meet KJ Egger, Horizon League's Diver of the Week and star of the UWM diving team. Since splashing onto the scene in 2011, KJ has stuffed the trophy shelves.
In his sophomore season, he won both boards. Last year, he was first on 3-meter and just barely second on the 1-meter contest. KJ, your turn.
Todd Hill has been coaching KJ since he was a freshman. Him and KJ both believe there is no goal out of reach.
Up! If he puts together 6 individual dives that are the best he can do, I feel like not many people in the conference can come close to him.
Funny thing is, KJ never planned to be a diver.
I pretty much was born on a trampoline. Both my parents competed internationally, and then I started to compete internationally as well.
A true Renaissance man, KJ has taken Hager acrobatics to all new depths.
For the most part, I competed against my dad once. He beat me by a lot, but towards the future, I started to get better. He just got old, and then it was just me from then.
Dad's diving days may be done, but the high-flying Hager legacy lives on. In Brown Deer, I'm Cole Stevenson for PantherVision.
This is the 15th time Hager has been named Diver of the Week. That's it for sports. Back to you, Amanda and Andrew.
Some students are stirring up culture conversation with their coffee.
PantherVision's Maggie Wiestoff takes you to the International Coffee Hour.
Yuza Sao has called UW-Milwaukee home for over a year. This Chinese student is one of the 1,300 international students here at UWM. And today, he's teaching others about his culture.
In Chinese, we all say 你好. We all say 你好.
And sharing his experiences.
The Harris Bradley Center, the host center for the Milwaukee Bucks, the NBA team. That is my favorite place in Milwaukee, and because I'm an NBA fan.
And that's exactly what Claudia Guzman, one of the coordinators for the International Coffee Hour, had hoped for.
We're being hosted by the Chinese Student Scholar Association. We want to see students from many other countries and American students of all different races and ethnicities all participating in learning about Chinese culture.
Warren Scherer, the director of the Inclusive Excellence Center, anticipates this event will inspire UWM students.
Really think and would encourage students to engage in and participate in international experience. I've shared with students before that my one regret from undergrad, and I think folks have many regrets, the thing that I elevate to the number one is that I didn't study abroad.
So next time you see a Chinese student on campus, remember to say, Ni hao. In Milwaukee, I'm Maggie Wiestoff for PantherVision.
Thank you for tuning in for tonight's edition of PantherVision.
You can watch us on Time Warner Channel 14 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99 at 5:30 on Wednesday and Thursdays, and again at 10:30 on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Have a great week.